Hey friends, we'll get started here in a minute. Hey friends, we'll get started here in a minute. Okay, we got audio running. That's great. Always good to hear audio rolling in the background. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day and that you're rocking and rolling. Going a little bit earlier tonight. Had a long day and wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit, chit chat, draw a little bit. We're going to be drawing traditionally tonight, just on tools any new visual storyteller or storyboard artist can get into. If you can hear me on the chat, just let me know in the chat real quick that you can hear the audio. Okay. Let's see here. Just getting set up on my tools here. Got my glasses. I can see what I'm doing. How's everybody's art coming along? Doing all right? Cool. Let's see. Got our pens. I got my glasses. I can see. Awesome, awesome. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun. Do some simple techniques here and draw a little bit. I'm been really big lately on using pens rather than pencils. For those of you that are new, hanging out, when I'm storyboarding or I'm doing storyboards, I just think it's so much easier to use a pen than a pencil for me. Sometimes, and it's not that I don't use pencils. I love pencils. I love just drawing and sketching with pencils. I think they're awesome, and I have a lot of fun with them. But I enjoy drawing with pens for the fact that I have to be crisper in the way I draw, and if time is of the essence and I'm trying to storyboard a sequence or put something together, I need to work really, really quick, and I don't have time to sit there and noodle. And if you've ever noticed this when you're sketching, maybe it was in your your class in school or something like that, and you're just doodling all the time, you tend to just, I think you do a lot of noodling using a pencil. Yeah, graphite's great. I love it. It works for me. But when I'm boarding, I don't have all that time. So I usually keep it to pretty much 3 pen types. These, or if it's 2 pen types, I've been liking this pen lately. This is a Pilot G2 pen. I just use a Sharpie and boom, I get, this is a Bic pen, round stick pen. I love these pens. And this is what I'll use to sort of do my thumbnailing, do my quick storyboards. And one of the big things I do as a storyboard artist is when I'm working with directors, or I'm working with a team, production team, or I'm working with my clients, I like to lay it down quick, and I like to be able to have these tools available to me, because not all the time you're carrying a iPad with Procreate, or you're not with your whole digital system, and you want to be able to get to the point and get that communication down as quickly as possible. So I use a lot with these type of tools, so I can just sit there and draw. You sit there and look at something like a lot of the early Pixar movies. A lot of these movies were made on dinner napkins, of the initial concept sketches, just using pens. So, and I think it's the easiest tool. So wherever I'm traveling to, or I'm talking to people, I can just quickly knock, quick thumbnails out with my pens. If we haven't met before, my name is Paul Angeli. I am a live action storyboard artist. Coming to you with this channel. So I appreciate you spending time in your busy day hanging out with me. I got Buddha Belly hanging out. I got some other folks watching too. So appreciate you joining in today. It's always a treat to hang out with you. I know I don't have my face right now. I'll show you my face in a little bit for a picture there, but you can know what I look like when I'm doing my usual live streams. I just think it's important to take a break, and we live in this digital world and social media world, and sort of working traditional, I think helps people get better. And if you're new to storyboarding and visual storytelling, I try to break this down so you can do this at home, you know, and it doesn't need to even be a pen. If all you have is a pencil, great. You got a crayon, you got a paintbrush, whatever you have. You don't need the most expensive of tools, because storytelling is storytelling. We started off storytelling by drawing on the inside of caves, and we went into cuneiform and those type of things, and doing our communication on temple walls in Egypt to the Renaissance and paintings. None of this stuff was digital. So it's being able to get started like this and get going. But it's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come and hang out with me. Also, too, I left this open. We talked about this on Saturday. I am opening myself up on this Wednesday the 5th and Thursday the 6th to hang out with you guys. I'm going to be giving back, and I'm opening it up. Let me put that screen up real quick. Boop. I'm going to be doing a free chat with you guys. So this is absolutely free, no cost to you. A lot of you have already signed up, and what I'm doing is I'm scheduling just one-on-one meetups with my YouTube friends out there and my followers. Just if you need somebody to talk to, get a quick little mentorship, show me some of the work that you're working on. I'm setting up some Google Meets with you, and it'll be about 20 minutes, and I'm trying to finish up filling up the slots. I'll be trying to put those together tomorrow or early on Wednesday, so we can get together. I know it's tough to find mentors, and I want to be there for you. And so if you'd like to sign up for a free one-on-one chat with your buddy Paulie, just email me at mr.paul.angeli@gmail.com. That's mr.paul.angeli@gmail.com. And let's chat. I'm going to be opening up my schedule, quite a few slots on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you've ever wanted to talk to a storyboard artist and sort of get, share a little bit, I'll share a little bit about myself, and then answer your questions and stuff. We can go back and forth and have a chat, and I look forward to meeting with you. So please do sign up. I've had quite a few people already sign up already. There's still slots available, and if that's something you're interested in, please just give me a quick email. I usually joke around, you say in the subject line, just say, "Need your help, Polly," and a lot of you have already done so, and I look forward to meeting you guys one-on-one, face-to-face, and being able to reach my YouTube community a little bit better than here on the live stream. I like the live stream because we can chat, but if you're interested, please email me, and I will get you a slot within on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. I look forward to meeting you. I'll throw this up one more time before we're done for today. But just want to say hello to our friends out there in YouTube land. I got Buddha Billy hanging out. Marianne GR is hanging out. Hello. The street started. Yeah, I did start a little bit earlier today. I got to get some rest tonight. I had a really long day today, and I'm not going to not make it with you friends out there. You take time out of your busy day, and no matter what's going on with me, I want to be able to be there for you. And if you couldn't catch this today and you're one of my friends out there watching this on the replay, thanks so much for watching, and look forward to that. But don't forget, I'll throw that little tagline up couple more times before the end of the live stream today. But if you do want to hang out with me for a quick one-on-one consult, free to you, to my YouTube friends out there, please just email me and with that email address I provided earlier. Anyways, let's start drawing. So we're talking about pens versus pencils earlier, about to draw, and I'm going to sort of warm up. That, the way I sort of work out my schedule for the week is I always call it blocking, in terms of the way I work, and I plan and those type of things. And I'm going to just write it right here, blocking. Okay, and I use this to block time. So for example, if I have a day like today is Monday, or it's almost over. So if today was Monday, I'll block myself little blocks, building blocks of the day, and for you it might be all different types of things. I'm big on, I like color, and one of these days when I do a studio tour, you can see how I sort of lay everything out, but I sort of do blocking and stuff like that. So for example, would be maybe I have a block of just sketching. Maybe I have to go to work. Maybe I need to walk the dog. Don't currently have a dog right now, but I gotta go feed the chickens and clean the coop and have all that fun stuff too. You know, or whatever it might be. You know, spend time with family. Okay, and maybe I'll sit there, but let's just focus on this one right here, our sketching. So maybe I just go 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to sketch 30 minutes, and I want to sketch every day for 30 minutes, and maybe I'll do that. Or if you look at my regular tabulation, I usually have Sunday through Saturday, and I have my week at a glance. I sort of know what I'm going to do, what day for me. I'll even have in there. I'll have my live stream, or this is the setup for the live stream, and there's different things. So and then when I go to do the sketching, I can sort of look at my week at a glance and go, how many blocks of sketching am I getting in? Maybe I might be doing research, or I'll even break down work into, you know, what project I'm working on and how to get that done, what are the due dates and all those. So I get pretty complicated, but the simplest form is blocking. And I think the biggest thing for you as you're getting started is just, you know, have that time to sketch. You know, you want to be able to have that sketching time. And I use a lot of color codes too. So when I'm doing stuff, I'll just say sketching, and I'll have that sketching block. I'll use the pink for it, and so I know whenever it's a art related task or career related task or a job related task, I'll use different colors. If it's family's that color, you know, those type of things. But that's how I sort of look, and when I'm done with that task, you know, boom, I'm done with that task. And sometimes I'll do it by time frames, like what time of the day as well. But I hope that helps you out. So as you're getting started, it's like give yourself time to draw. And what I mean by drawing is not just sketching. I want you to invest in learning. Okay. I think that is really important. Invest in learning. It's not just so much just to sketch a picture, because I can be over here and okay, oh, I'm just you know, I'm going to draw, you know, flowers, and you know, maybe I have a little spider coming, you know, that type of thing, or whatever you're doing. It's not just doing a sketch for a sketch sake, but it's having a regimented. What are you learning? And a lot of people like doing reverse storyboarding when they're watching a movie. And like when I walked in the door, the kids were doing dishes, and they were watching Kung Fu Panda, you know. And so when you're sitting there watching Kung Fu Panda, you could be sitting there drawing, you know, the storyboards of Po and all the, you know, characters as you're just sitting there watching. And I think just having a pen and just doing reverse storyboards are fun. But back to this, you know, have that model of yourself throughout the week, and you don't need to do crazy stuff where I sketch every day. Sketch for fun. You know, you're sketching to learn. You're putting some mileage in terms of what you're doing. But have that. And maybe you sketch every other day, or you sketch one day a week, and that's your big day. I tend to practice sketching every single day. Like I had a break today at work. I went over to the local convenience store. I guess over here there's a company called Sheets. They sell gas, and they have a full like a quickie restaurant inside. So I just go grab myself a drink sometimes, and I just sit in the corner. And if you ever get to see my inking shorts, usually I'm at work doing this, or I'm on a break or something like that. So use that time to draw, but give yourself time to draw is a big point I'm trying to make. And then invest in your learning, you know, in terms of that, and putting in that pencil mileage, putting in that investment into studying, learning, you know, because you're trying to fill a gap of knowledge. And when you're just getting, and it seems so overwhelming, and I try to make this in simple terms. And Bad Badger, thanks for joining in. Simple tools are the best tools. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that's why if we're doing simple things like this, you can be able to have a regiment. So make sure you have your day of the week that is your sketching day, or if you're sketching every day or every other day, or if you're sketching for 30 minutes or 5 minutes. Like just usually if I'm on a lunch break, it's 30 minutes and I'm sitting there for 30 minutes. I have a little holder for my phone. I just sit there and put it on the table as I'm enjoying my lunch, and I'll just sit there and sketch away. So, cool. Hope that helps you out. Cool. Okay, another thing here is just, let's warm up real quick. And this is the reason why I like having pens and this type of stuff. Let's get a sheet here. I hope everybody's having a great night. How was your weekend? Would everybody have a good weekend and hang out? Cool. So there's a couple ways that you can draw, and the way I'm drawing, just some simple formats on stuff. Maybe I'll do a drawing here for you real quick. Just having fun with this a little bit. I'll try different things when I'm drawing and just hanging out and I always think it's good to warm up before you get going, just to get some creative juices going and having fun. There's a guy who I was talking to on our last live stream. They're like, "Oh, Paul, do a hair tutorial." I'll have to do that. I always think it's fun to just play around with your drawings, try different things, see where it can go. That's what I like about drawing with Sharpies. And you can draw, we'll try a couple different ways here as you're drawing. And I hope you're sketching with me right now, friends. Yeah, I tend to be practicing all the time, or I'll see some piece of artwork that inspires me or something, and that's pretty cool. So anyways, you can just try different things, and then you can also over noodle it too. Cool. You know, if I'm just sitting there warming up, and I just think it's important just to warm up a little bit, and you know, this is part of those sketches. Marianne GR was saying, well, we gave you a long wish list last stream. Yeah, it's so true, so true. Let's try this. You know, the other thing too with your pens, what I like doing use a sharper pen. Sometimes I'll lay out my drawing, and that's what I like about drawing like this, is that that's good though, Marianne. It's good to learn. And what I'll do sometimes, I'll just lay out like this and lay out my simple line, this simple line, and then I'll come back through and just use my marker. So when I'm thumbnailing, you can just sort of see, just keep it simple. So a lot of you guys like manga, anime. That's pretty cool. I have to study that a little bit more. You could use this to sort of as you're working out your shots and stuff. So talking about shots, there's just a simple, we're using just a my Pilot G2 pen. We're using just a Sharpie, and if you're trying to add a little bit of extra pop or something to your shot, you can just go and simply just grab what is this one? This is not a Copic, but this is a Hunu, and you can add some tone to your drawing. Draw some detail or whatever you need to do. Some trees or building in the background or something like that. Some sort of temple. some pagoda type of thing. Cool. You get the idea of how we're doing this. Having fun here drawing these, and I think, like I said, it's important to, you know, have you. Whoop, wrong thing. Turn that off. I think it's important to have that schedule. Block yourself some time to hang out and draw. You know, give yourself time to draw. And I'm not, like I said, not just drawing whatever, but invest into your learning. Draw those. Maybe you're just drawing heads or whatever you're drawing, but focus on those things in terms of what you're doing. You know, and here we've knocked out a bunch of quick little sketches, just for fun, and having fun with that. And we're using the simplest of tools. We're using just a Sharpie. Any type of pen, ballpoint pen, and maybe just some sort of tonal type of, marker there to give yourself some tone. And it's good to continue practicing because you don't know what you're going to be asked, when you're reading a shooting script, and how are you going to put this all together. And I think it's really important to be ready to rock and roll. You know your tools, like Bad Badger was saying. You got the simple tools. I can simply sit down there with a director, whether I'm doing it live or whatever, and we can chit chat. I'm drawing real quick, and we can put those shots together in terms of what we're doing, or we're talking to our client. Or you use these type of tools to simply lay out your comic, lay out your picture, your children's picture book, lay out your main beat boards on your storyboards, or you're doing some some of your key positions in your animations. There's a lot of different things. If you have more questions, again, I'm going to leave you, I'll put this up one more time and then one more time at the end. But if you want to hang out with me on this coming Wednesday, that would be June 5th or June 6th, I am hosting a free sign up right now and free time to hang out with you for about 20 minutes. We're going to be meeting via Google Meet, and roughly about 20 minutes. Quickly, the slots are filling up. So if you want to hang out with me and talk to a storyboard artist and get some feedback on your work, or just chit chat and ask a couple questions, I'm trying to give back to you friends out there that are taking time into your busy day to participate and support my channel. I want to support you back so we can get you kick-started on your adventure into visual storytelling. Whether if you're just learning how to draw, you're learning how to become a storyboard artist, you're learning visual storytelling in different mediums. So please feel free, email me at mr.paul.angeli@gmail.com. That's mr.paul.angeli@gmail.com. We're going to be chatting on, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday for about 20 minutes. In your tagline, on the subject line, just say, "I need your help, Polly," and so it pops you up on the top of my list there. And so I can get back to you with what time is available for me to meet with you. Anyways, if you're open on Wednesday and Thursday, I look forward to meeting with you. So let's draw some more. Cool. I hope everybody's getting something. I hope you're drawing with me too, friends. I'll take a sip of my drink here. Drinking some nice iced tea. My wife made a big batch iced tea. Love that stuff. Okay, so let's continue drawing over here. And yeah, before we get into stuff, okay, so if you're just let me do one thing real quick, and then so let's talk about some cheats on storyboarding too. So when you're storyboarding, I always have different cheats and stuff, and I think it's important. You know, if all you can do is when you're starting off is all you can do is do a stick figure. You know, if that's all you can do, that's absolutely fantastic. And you can do a lot of different things with just stick figures too. And if you're getting used to the practice of storytelling and you don't want to spend a lot of time, use stick figures. Use something like that. You know, you never know. You know, it's there's so many dynamic things you can do with a stick figure. You know, there's so much emotion that you can do with just a stick figure. And if you're just practicing, just practice like this, you know. And this is the basics of cartooning and stuff. So there's so much you can do with just basic stick figures. Even if you're drawing something like this and he's jumping with joy or what, there's so many different things. Just practice, you know, and as you get more complicated, then you could add more stuff. But if you're just doodling, just play with those icons, you know. Your line of action. There's so many different things you can do. And just practice. You know, there's so many different things. Give her a little kiss. You know, just practice with your line drawings. Practice with your stick figures a little bit. Because then you can really go and have some fun with this when you're boarding. If you're just starting off, be easy on yourself. Take it easy. Everybody expects to be a Van Gogh in 2 seconds. You know, so if you're storyboarding, you can quickly just have those boards knocked out. You know, maybe it's the whatever it might be. It's this. And you're telling your story. It's a big day in the city. You know, make this look like a. Back over here we have some sort of bridge or something. You know, it's a big day in the city. You know, the skyline of the harbor. You know, introduce that, and you know, maybe there's. People everywhere. We're talking these because we're in the big city. We're all going to work. you're just showing all the people going to work, and we know we're in the big city too because you might have the here's your stick figure, guys. Maybe it's the florist, you know. And all the people are walking to work. You know, this is how simple you can do is where everybody's walking to work. Yeah, the florist. And the florist guy looks over. Maybe he's a older man with a mustache or something. As he's turning to open up, and he says, "Hello, hi everybody, how you doing?" That'd be funny if everybody would say. This is how simple you can go. Just using simple pens, you know. We're telling a story here, you know, and maybe we see his silhouette here, and he was waving. He has his little dinger. As everybody's walking to work, he waves at them. And this is where it's cool to just use markers, you know. We're just quickly storyboarding just a quick little sequence. You know, you'd come back over here. You go to shot 1, you're establishing shot. You go to shot 2, you got the crowd. 3, you see some action of the man going in, the shopkeeper going into the florist shop, people are walking by. 5, he's greeting all the people walking by. 6, maybe they're greeting back at him and all. Waving back at our friend here. You know, and then maybe shot 7. This is quick, you know, and this is what I love about just sitting there and you're putting some serious practice in terms of your storytelling. You're putting some serious practice into your drawing and having fun with it. Maybe we go back over there. Maybe there's the one guy. He's just he's got his briefcase. He's walking to work. You know what I mean? It's like as the bustle of all the other people are walking by. he's just down shaded. You got women, you got men, and he's just walking by. Okay. And our wonderful shopkeeper goes and sees him. Let's get a few more panels in here. As we're telling our story, and we're just using simple tools. I can't express this enough. So I'm sitting there thumbnailing or thinking out the most of complicated scenes or simplest of sequences. It's just thinking like this. Okay, so he's there. Our man with the glasses. We want to see his reaction. He sort of sees. Oh, he sort of has this realization that he sees that one guy, and he's still walking by. Maybe he kicked a can or something, you know. Or something like that. As all the people are walking by. Sort of has him silhouetted out amongst the crowd. Maybe he kicked a can. Let's just say, okay, so he kicked a can, the shopkeeper saw him, kicked a can, and then maybe our shopkeeper has an idea. Or he waved. He's in that door frame. Maybe he's trying to get his attention. That guy is so sad, he's just... as he's walking or something, all the people. You can even have him with a tear or something. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And let's see here. Okay, cool. We got him. We're going to have him go into the shop. So he went into the shop. Here's the door, here's the vases of the flowers. And we see our man, we could use our pen. He's down here. Maybe he's doing something here in the shop. And then we have our guy. It's here, he's still walking, he's still sad. He has his briefcase. You have all the crowd. Like that. 12, 13. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have that Buddha Belly's asking about the Sharpies or the markers with the Canson sketchbook. Let me see what I have here. Let's see if I have something with that. See if I have something for you. Here's the Canson. These are my Canson books. I love these books. They're pretty cool. They're hardbound. This is just what it looks like when I'm doing ink and my colored pencil. I think Sharpie sort of bleeds through a little bit, but not too bad on these books. Here's a little bit of Sharpie on books too, so it doesn't, if you're looking at it, it doesn't quite bleed through too much. Let's see if I have any with other markers or something in there. Find one here for you. Yeah, this is, I'm talking about the Canson sketchbook art sketchbook. Oops. Here's like a tiger. It doesn't really, it doesn't really bleed through. Let me see. I've seen a lot of pencil at the time. Pencil does well in these two colored pencils. Those always look, here's Gene Wilder. Different crazy characters I drew. Here's some Copic marker. Oh. Come on, camera. Come on, you can do it. Get in focus. There we go. So you can sort of get the idea of what it looks like. This is with pen and Copic marker. Copic or Scooby-Doo. I was doing something for my son many, many years ago. Scooby-Doo. Okay, here's a nice Copic. This is what it looks like using markers. There's a Gandalf the Grey. It does bleed through. You can sort of see it bleeding through, so I'll do it on a single page Buddha belly, so I hope that helps out. Cool, so where are we at with our story? And then we'll finish this up. Cool. Okay, so we had our guy looking sad, and we could do a couple different things here. And maybe the our character, because we had him in the street last shot right here. He's right there, just looking sad, has his briefcase, and maybe our shopkeeper is like, he just came out into the shot. You have all the people around them walking by. Maybe he has a apron on, and he's like, hey, 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 and the guy's all, we have to give him that really sourpuss face. Let's see here, where he's just looking down. He sort of looks, or you know what he should do is he should be there like this, and then he sort of he looks up. He's a little tear. He's really angry. So his expression changes. And then we have the guy. We sort of tilt down a little bit. We see the other guy. Looks up. Looking up at him. His briefcase. Tell people. I guess you can ask him to come. Just sort of thinking out loud as we're telling the story. See if 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. As we're making up this little story. I think it would be sort of funny is if we go back in our story. I was writing the story like we're going to give him a flower to cheer him up or something. And we could have simply put somewhere in here, maybe you know, because this is where we can change the shots and stuff if something wasn't working, and somewhere over here, maybe there's a little post. Here like this, and it says maybe we say something like the unemployment line starts here, and everybody's waiting in line. He's got his shop and stuff, and unemployment line is there. Everybody's waiting to go and to look for a job. He's kicking his can, and I think there's a misdirect where, you know, let's try this from the beginning. Okay, so we have the city. We're in the big city. We have everybody lining up like cattle down the city streets. Everybody's passing this florist. Florist is waving hello to everybody. You know, everybody's waving to him. Maybe there's a sign that says unemployment line this way, or starts here, and this guy, that's our main character, using that silhouette is there. You know, the other thing we could do too is if we wanted to, we could like a newspaper heading or something. We can do a cut into the paper, have the paper boy selling the paper, you know. Something like this, daily news. Factory out of biz or something like that in the newspaper type of thing. That people are reading the newspaper, you can stick that shot in there. Okay, and then the man saw the other guy slumped over, kicking a can. He gets a great idea. Guy looks sad, he's crying, you know. The florist is in his shop working. You see the poor guy isolated, alone. Our buddy comes out. Hello, how you doing? You know, sort of attitude, you know, looks up at him, sees this cheerful, gleeful guy. Huh? He's all, come with me, you know, type of thing. And then what could happen there is we could show the guy has no money with a simple silhouette going like this. He has no money in his pocket. And then show, turning out his pockets, he has no money. He's right there. Maybe there's some shock from the our shopkeeper. Trying to think of this story as we're going along here. You know, he's sitting there going, okay, I have no money. And then maybe he gets an idea. Blink. Starts going on his way again. And our guy comes around with the glasses. And is talking to him. And maybe he brings him back to his shop. They're going this way. Go back in the shop together. I guess then they can work together or something like that. Maybe we end it like that. We could add some more shots in there to tell their little story of offering them the job or something like that. I'm sort of thinking the last shot is that it's our guy here. Maybe he suits up like Batman. To work that out. We have our other guy in the back. I don't know, some sort of story like that. We can have fun with it. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it gives you a good idea of how to put this in this. This took us less than like 30 minutes or so, or around that time, just to put together 25 shots for this story. And we can go and from this story here that we're playing around with the city and the florist and finding somebody who was down and out and giving them a job, we can have some fun with this. And so again, we just drew on copy paper. We're using we just used 2 pens through this live stream today to get you an idea of how simple you could work to tell your stories. Go do your drawings, work on, this is just the first step. I'll share with you other tips and tricks and stuff on how to, quickly to draw. And if you can draw a stick figure, you can draw anything. You don't need to be able to draw like this or like this. It just happens to be how I draw and when I'm thinking and stuff like that. But with Lily, you can tell a story, and I would just demonstrate that with as simple as just 2 pens, stick figures, and sort of tell a story with a little bit of drama in it and having fun. And there was a lot that we were just sharing with you. And this would be your thumbnail pass. This wouldn't be the final pass. This should just be the thinking pass. And you could sort of hear me in the background here as I was putting this together, going, is he going to give him a flower? Or maybe a big factory went out of business. Everybody's going to the unemployment line. He sees this poor guy that's down and out and helps him get a job. And he went from, we got some emotion going on here, some drama, of being happy, sad, those type of things in terms of what we're doing and moving this shot. So we can add different camera angles. We can do some different stuff to mix this up too. So if you're enjoying yourself, please don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. Don't forget to click that bell notification button to be notified the next time I am hosting a live stream. Again, don't forget, if you are wanting to hang out with me, and I am opening up my time on excuse me, on Wednesday the 5th and Thursday the 6th. If you are so inclined and you'd like to talk to a real storyboard artist and be able to ask some questions and just get to know me better, I'm giving back to you, my friends out there here on YouTube. Send me an email at mr.paul.angeli@gmail.com to book one of my openings I have for about 20-minute Google Meet. We can chit chat and you can share your work, or if you have any questions, we can sort of get to know each other at that time. But I super appreciate you all being a part of my live streams and my channel with all of your support. Once I get looking through all the emails and getting everybody scheduled up, I'll email you back of a suitable time that we can hang out and chat online. Look forward to meeting you guys. I hope tonight's lesson was sort of fun, just mixing it up a little bit different, using traditional tools like Bad Badger was talking about. When you're keeping it simple and you're focused on the story more than you are the artwork, we can always improve the artwork and go from there. But if you're just starting out, using stick figures and stuff like that can get you going and have some fun. Again, friends, it was great hanging out with you tonight. Want to just thank Buddha Belly hanging out, Marianne GR, Bad Badger, and all of you that are watching here live that didn't mention your name, or those that are watching this on the replay. Remember, replay friends, I'll leave it up at the end here if you want to hang out with me. On Wednesday or Thursday, I'll leave that up one more time. But again, have a great night. I hope you learned a little something tonight, and I will see you this week. Take care. Have a great night, everybody.